Welcome to Shine Movement Space. In this video, I'll be using the Corefirst Pilates at-home reformer system and sliders, but this can also be done with resistance bands or without any props. We'll start working on our standing stability with a lunge and squat series, and then end with some additional abdominal activation. I hope this class leaves you feeling determined and stable. Find yourself a place to anchor your bands, and let's get moving and shine together. Hello, thanks for joining me today. We're going to start with the Corefirst level 2 on our ankles. We're facing away from that anchor, and I want you to make sure that your hips are kind of straight ahead in a diagonal line from the anchor, so that becomes your front. You're going to point your toes straight ahead, feet underneath your sitting bones, lifting in and up through the abdominals, and then draw your rib cage together to start. One foot is on a slider, the other foot is on the floor, nice and planted here. I do have on sticky socks, so that might also help with this routine. We're going to start with a few lunges here. We're going to inhale here, and on the exhale, the back knee that's on the floor is going to bend. The front foot on that slider is coming behind us. We pitch forward in a neutral spine, so we're in like one long line diagonal. Hips face your front, and then we pull that slider in by pressing down through the floor to stand up. We inhale back, sending the slider behind us. Hips are nice and stable. Then we pull that slider in, standing up. You want to try to feel a little bit of tension on that front ankle, but you don't want it pulling you completely backwards. So we're really just kind of using that as a little bit of extra stability, but also challenge for our standing leg that's feeling the tension of that core first. So we inhale, sending that leg back, finding a long line. Abdominals draw in and up as we stand up. I know it's kind of squirrely with that slider sometimes, so if you want to use just like a towel on the floor or even just your socks, that might also work. Sending it back, pulling it in, sending that leg long. We try to keep that knee straightened behind us. You have two more. And press down to stand up. On the next one, we stay low. Arms are in line with ears, toes are on that slider. We exhale, bend the knee in, inhale, send it back. Kind of finding that scooter, if you've ever done that on the reformer. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, we try to stay low, little bend in that front knee. Hips facing your front. Oh, I just lost my slider. I'll try to get it on the next one. Exhale and inhale. Exhale. Rib cage drawn together. You have 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Send that leg long. Stand up. Lift your chest to the center. That front leg should be burning right about now. We bring our hands behind our head. Find your stability. Hips face your front. Inhale here, nice long spine and neck. Exhale, rotate the spine towards that front knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate the spine. Abdominals draw in and up. Inhale, exhale. Feeling nice and strong and stable through our feet. You have 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Very good. Pitch your upper body back forward. Pull that slider in. Take a breath. Very nice. Let's go directly to the other side. So I'm going to switch feet. I'm just going to put that slider over to the side for now. Okay, abdominals draw in and up. We start with hips facing our front. Abdominals lifted. We inhale, and on the exhale, we bend the front knee, sending that slider knee back. We find that long diagonal, feel that stretch, rotate that hip to your front if it rotated open. Then we inhale down here, exhale, stand up nice and tall. So we start, the first ones, we send that leg back, and then we press down through that front foot and stand up tall. So you make sure that bum comes with you and doesn't stay behind your body. Abdominals are also helping us to lift. Finding a nice long lunge. Exhale. Oh, my slider's giving me trouble. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, long. Exhale. Woo. Standing tall. Inhale. Exhale. We press down through that front foot. Feel nice and stable. You have a few more like this. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do two more. Inhale. And exhale. On the last one, we stay with our leg behind us. We inhale here, making sure those hips face our front. Toes touch under on that slider, solid through our front foot. We exhale. Bend the knee in. Inhale long. Exhale, finding that scooter. And long. And exhale. Whew. And long. I'm trying not to come up on my standing leg. Where's my slider? And long. So keeping that bend. I'm ditching that slider for now. And long. You have two more. And one more. Leave that leg long behind you. Bring your torso to the center. Find your balance, hips forward. Front knee keeps a little bend. We float our arms behind our head. Close our rib cage. We inhale here and we exhale. Rotating towards that front knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale. And inhale. So we want to think we grow taller as we rotate. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Feeling those obliques fire on a little bit. And inhale. Few more, nice and slow and controlled. And let's do one more. Very nice. Picture upper body forward. Stand up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders, shake it out. Whew. Very good. We're gonna ditch those sliders for a moment here. Stand with your hips facing your front. We have a little tension that we feel from that band. We're gonna point our knees and toes to our front. We find a high squat here. So we're sending our bum behind us, hinging our upper body forward and up. So I'm gonna keep my arms up. That's gonna also help my arms and back to activate a little bit more. We inhale, we exhale, come on up. So I want you to think of sending your bum behind you and not your knees in front of you. So what I don't want to happen is the knees to fall forward. Tailbone reaches long behind you as you bend your knees. Feeling nice and stable on the floor. You have two more. And one more. Come up in the center. Shoulders draw down. We exhale. Come on up to our toes. We shift the weight a little forward and lower. So exhale, arms press down. Toes take the weight and we lift our heels. Exhale. Coming up onto the balls of our feet. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. I really like to think that I press down through the air to help myself find stability. My neck is nice and long. And inhale. You have 4 more. And inhale, really trying to control. Rib cage closed in the front, all of the things. And then 1 more. Now we're gonna combine them. You're gonna have to shift your weight. So weight goes backwards into your heels, stands up, you shift forward, come on your toes. Shift your weight back, send the upper body forward, and then forward to your toes. So even though your weight does shift a bit, I want you to minimize the shift visually. So really sending your weight backwards, but we're really trying not to make it too noticeable that we shift our weight onto our toes. 2 more. And down. 1 more. And up, and let's hold it. Hold it up, nice long neck, ribcage closed, abdominals engaged. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your heels down, lower your arms down, roll your shoulders. We're going to finish this off with a little core and abdominal work, but we'll be on all 4s. So I'm gonna grab my mat, have it folded in half, and it's gonna go underneath my knees. And then the sliders will be under my hand. Take a moment and get set up. Okay, so I have the Corefirst band still around my ankles, with a little protection for my knees. And then I'm going to shift forward into an all 4s position, knees over hips and hands onto the sliders. I apologize for the crazy angle here. It's just how my apartment is set up and how I'm able to film. So hopefully this works. So knees are over, or hips are over knees. Ankles, we feel a slight pull, a little bit of tension from that core first. Hands are coming to the sliders. And then I want you to exhale, press the floor away, nice long neck. From here, I just want you to send those sliders in front of you. And exhale, pull them back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. The abdominals help as you pull the sliders back. Right now we're working in a neutral pelvis. Exhale, trying to keep the abdominals nice and engaged. This work for the shoulder and also for the core. You have 2 more like that. And 1 more. Very good. From here now, we're going to find a rounded spine. So I want you to just take a moment before we send the sliders in front of us. Inhale here. On the exhale, nod chin to chest, curl the pelvis under, draw the abdominals up. Find a nice like rounded cat position here. Inhale back to neutral, unfold. Exhale. Abdominals draw in and up. We inhale to unfold. 1 more time. Exhale. Abdominals draw in and up. Inhale back to neutral. Okay, we're going to add that in as we pull the sliders in. So we're gonna keep a neutral spine as we send the sliders in front of us. Now we curled, find that cat, find that rounded spine as you pull the sliders in. Inhale, unfold back to neutral. Exhale, round, tuck your pelvis under. Really think of finding that tuck through the pelvis. Pulling those sliders maybe just a little bit more in. And exhale, pull them maybe a little further in. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale. So really thinking we're resisting against that core first. Tucking chin to chest. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Very nice. Sit your bum back, roll your shoulders. Hopefully you were able to feel that core activate just a little more. I hope that you enjoyed this session with the sliders and were able to make it work for you in your space. Let's end class like normal. I'm just going to stay right here because I'm anchored to that core first. We're going to inhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Scoop that energy up and bring your hands to your heart. Inhale here and exhale. Feeling alive. Feel your heart beating beneath your fingertips. Inhale. And on the exhale, let your arms float open. Let your shoulders roll up, down, and back. I thank you for being here with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this movement session. If you would like a little bit more with the Corefirst bands or with resistance bands, also I believe the LIT method access is something similar to this. So if you'd like any more of those, check the playlist. There's some Reformer at Home playlists that have some great videos for that kind of movement. And of course, if you liked this, please give a little like, subscribe, nice comment. I really do appreciate that. But no matter what, my friend, I hope you have a great rest of your day and continue to shine. Bye. Sincere thanks to you, my friend, for being an important part of the beginning of this channel. Every view, thumbs up, subscribe, and encouraging comment increases connection and really does help this space to grow. Please consider following if you haven't already. I appreciate your support and I hope you'll join me again.